is up, guys? It's been a while. Natasha here for another Technave unboxing, hands-on and first impressions. Today we have with us the Realme 5 Pro. This is very exciting because it does come with a VOOC Flash Charge 3.0 as well as a 48 megapixel quad camera setup. That is exciting.
Yeah.
Also, some more tech specs for the device include a Snapdragon 712 as well as 8GB of RAM and 120GB of internal storage. That's some beefy specs. Anyways, let's unbox.
12 seconds later.
Let's embrace a new journey with the Realme 5 Pro. And in the box, we also have the jelly case, you have your paperwork, and in here, woo, nice, we already have the phone. So this is how the phone looks like, and I love the back. The back has a kind of like diamond kind of shape, which is really cool. Quad camera setup up in here, rear mounted fingerprint reader, you have your speaker grill, USB Type-C, and my favorite 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right here, you have your SIM tray. This is a triple SIM tray slot, 2 SIM cards, 1 micro SD, expandable up to 256GB, as well as your volume rocker over here. And on the right here is your power button. And if you can see here, it does have a small tiny water drop notch. Also in the box, we have your USB Type-C cable, your VOOC 3.0 charger, as well as your ever trusty SIM pin. Now let's talk a little bit more about the quad camera setup. So on here we have a 48 megapixel main camera, you have an 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro, and 2 megapixel depth sensor. And on the front here, you have a 16 megapixel selfie camera. And that's pretty much all you need to know about the phone. Now let's talk about what we liked and didn't really like about the phone. Let's start off with what we liked. Number 1, design. Guys, can you just look at this? I am absolutely loving how all the mid-range phones in the market are trying to be super creative with their designs on their phones. At one point last year, we were hitting this everyone is gradient and all phones look the same kind of wall, but now no, everyone has their own kind of design, and this is definitely one of my favorite designs from a mid-range phone. Very well done. Number 2, let's talk about the camera. So we've had a few phones this year that were quad setup and we weren't very pleased by it, but this is not the case for this phone. For the price, the 48 megapixel main camera does pretty decent with photos. Man, I took a bunch of photos to eating some sushi over the weekend and oh my god, they all look really good.
Nice.
Number 3, let's talk about the fast charging. Guys, we have a lot of phones in the fast charge markets, but most of the phones are always stuck to the flagships. Now, we have the VOOC 3.0 on this phone, around 1,000 ringgit, and in just 30 minutes, it charges up to 50%. That's pretty wild, guys. Last and definitely not least, let's talk about the triple SIM tray. Okay, so not a lot of phones have that. Usually it's a hybrid kind of thing. I don't like having to choose between my secondary number and my expandable storage, but with this phone, I get both. Now let's talk about things that I didn't realize. Starting off with the design. Okay, I love the design of this phone. Overall, it's a very stunning phone, but there is one problem. If you look here, it does seem that the screen is a little bit higher than the body, so it makes for a kind of like thick phone, and when you're gaming, it's not exactly very comfortable. I guess for like normal situations you wouldn't really notice it, but for me, I have pretty small hands, so I actually really do feel it, especially when my hand is kind of like grazing on the side here. Number 2, when we're on that topic of design, this phone is also kind of thick and bulky. This phone does come with a 4035 milliamp battery, so it does make sense for it to be kind of thick, but unfortunately, when you have more battery, you do kind of have to go with like kind of like thicker phone. Personally, for me, I'm a very thin and light kind of phone kind of girl, and when I game, I do kind of feel the weight. And that's all you need to know about the Realme 5 Pro. If you are interested in getting this phone should be available soon. This phone is around 1,000 ringgit. Yeah! But we're not too sure about the price yet, so stay tuned to technave.com to find out more. Okay guys, I'm Natasha, and I'm gonna go play some more PUBG Mobile on this. I actually really like PUBG Mobile on this. It does great. Bye!